Hashtag IAmAntifa trends on Twitter. As President of the United States, Donald J. Trump declares Antifa a terror organization. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on the Twitters, we're going to talk about Antifa. Now, Antifa has currently been trending online on Twitter with 2 million tweets with Antifa trending. That's hashtag Antifa. Here you can see some of the tweets here, and I have a video that shows that Antifa was trending up to 2 million. So here you can see.
Hello friends, there's a big news coming from America that Antifa has been declared as a terrorist group.
So here you can see on this based Indian, thank God for the Indians, thank God for India, posting about this trend, which was trending on Twitter. I saw it as well, but I didn't happen to get a screenshot, but this shows you here that Antifa was at number 8 in politics trending and had 1.95 million tweets. When I saw it, it had 2 million tweets. So everyone is talking about Antifa. But what's really shocking is that people are declaring that they are part of Antifa online on Twitter. Now, before we get into this, because there is a lot I want to show you, if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications for new content. If you're a regular viewer, consider giving this video a share. It's one of the best ways to help the channel. Now here we are. Here you can see a member of Antifa tweeting the following. Oh cool, hashtag IAmAntifa is trending. Reply or retweet with the hashtag to help bump these numbers up. You can call us terrorists all you want, but the goal of anti-fascist action is to combat fascism by any means necessary. Well, stop fascism with fascism.
I say the whole world must learn of our peaceful ways. By force.
Ah, yes, that's a total high IQ, totally not brainlet statement. If you're claiming to be anti-fascist, but you're saying you're willing to do whatever it takes to stop fascism, aka you're willing to be fascists, then you are not anti-fascist. You are a fascist. And, it just goes to show that these people have no self-awareness. Now, what I find fascinating is that despite the fact that Antifa is being declared a terror organization by the United States, by Donald J. Trump, as Antifa are the ones that are currently rioting all over America under the guise of protest, but people are looting, setting buildings and cars on fires, and beating people in the streets. These Antifa members are the far left, they are extremists, and they think they are revolutionaries who are going to destroy America and create some sort of socialist, anarchist utopia. These people are insane. But you have a bunch of people on Twitter saying that they are Antifa. Here you can see People for Nina Turner say, make no mistake, hashtag IAmAntifa. Trump is hashtag a fascist. And the neoliberal Democrats are his enablers. Just leave it to these people to have zero self-awareness. Zero self-awareness whatsoever. Now, I'm not a programmer, so I am calling to all of the femboys in their programming socks to make some sort of bot that can scan this hashtag IAmAntifa, scan the internet, and find all of the people's accounts who are tweeting this. Then that can be passed on to authorities. Because if Antifa is a terror organization, and these proud, woke, left-wing individuals on Twitter are saying that they're part of that organization, then they are saying that they're criminals, and criminals should be dealt with. Chris Richard says, hashtag IAmAntifa because I'm anti-fascist. Why aren't you? Pass it on. And this has 4,000 likes and 1,000 retweets. I find it very shocking that Twitter is willing to support a domestic terror organization who have been beating people in the streets, burning buildings down, and destroying and rioting in America. Twitter needs to be held accountable, my friends. Here, a user called Daryl Lamont Jenkins says, no, it won't. You will say it is, but it won't. Hashtag IAmAntifa without apology or hesitation. And, these are the same kinds of people. Here you can see in their bio, they say, I'm an executive director of the One's People's Project, an anti-racist organization. The monitors are crazy comedy stylings of hate mongers everywhere. Hashtag hate has consequences. But what's funny is that all of these groups that claim to be anti-fascist and anti-racist actually act extremely fascist and extremely racist. So make no mistake, Antifa is a terror organization. I'm going to go to the hashtag Antifa and we're going to look through some of the posts. So here I'm going to show you a post of Antifa in the riot looting a cheesecake factory.
This is Deborah, and it sounds like from your experience, you see someone actually walking away with a cheesecake there after the cheesecake factory was looted. Unclear where they may have gotten that, but...
You know, and I absolutely love it how they say, well, someone's walking out of a cheesecake factory with the cheesecake. No idea where they got that cheesecake. What do you think? That they got it from their grandmama? Grandma doesn't riot. Not anymore. In another example of Antifa's violence, you can see here in this tweet by Andy No, "We're done with people like you," said a man in a F Trump shirt, before sucker punching a man carrying an American flag. A mob then beats him on the ground. Others go for another man, kicking his teeth when he was already unconscious. So people are being beaten in the street. Now, I've got to show you at least some of this, folks, or at least some highlights, because people need to know that these far-left extremists cannot be tolerated.
But yeah, I do have all these people. Because we're fucking done with people like you. I have your opinion.
So you see these far-left extremists and Black Lives Matter brutally attack an American man carrying an American flag. These violent thugs, these absolute savages, are rioting and attacking people just because they're Americans. Now, needless to say, if you're an American, if you're sane, you're not safe from Antifa and you're not safe from Black Lives Matter. Both of these groups are very dangerous and are attacking people. They're not your friends. And thankfully, all of the perpetrators have been caught on camera. We have a lot of their faces, and the Portland police have captured them and put them in custody. However, we have not gotten any word if they've been charged or put in jail. I hope all of these savages get what they deserve, and I hope they face justice. So these are the kinds of people that Antifa really are. They're monsters. They're far-left extremists and woke liberal progressives who go out and destroy. Here's another clip of Black Lives Matter and Antifa attacking a white man. This man was attacked for no other reason than the fact that he was white. It's very interesting, isn't it? People are claiming that this is about racial injustice and this is about George Floyd, but the reality is, this has nothing to do with police brutality. White people are being attacked just because they are white. That is hate. And it has gone on for far too long. Now there's riots everywhere and they're stealing and they're looting. This isn't about a protest. Here you can see that people are raising money for these rioters. GoFundMe is promoting a crowdfund for those arrested at the hashtag Antifa riots in Portland. Entire business blocks were destroyed and looted. Rioters shot at a vehicle full of passengers. Federal Know Your Customer rules require financial institutions to screen for terrorism funding. And here you can see that these people, these rioters, these members of Antifa, $140,000 have been raised for them to get them out of jail. And it's not just these extreme leftists giving them money. Here on Law Enforcement Today, Minneapolis is burning, yet celebrities are donating money to bail rioters out of jail. So people who are beating innocent Americans, people who are torching American businesses, people who are rioting and stealing, are being bailed out by rich, scummy celebrities. A handful of celebrities decided to donate some funds in response to the ongoing protests and riots erupting in Minneapolis. However, the donated funds by the likes of Steve Carell and Seth Rogen were directed towards the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which covers the bail of low-income folks arrested. In this instance, guess what most of these arrests are likely to be linked to? Perhaps looting, rioting, and dare I say arson. Pretty damn sickening that these rich, scummy, liberal celebrities who think they're enlightened, who think they're the bee's knees, who think that they're some goddamn paragons of virtue and justice, are bailing out violent criminals, monsters, and people who are committing domestic terror. Here you can see a user called Zack replying to these rich celebrities. You gonna donate to the small businesses that had their whole livelihoods destroyed by these protesters in quotation marks? That burned their building to the ground or looted all their stuff? Of course not. These left-wing celebrities all live in privilege. They don't understand what the real world is like. Here you can see more Antifa and Black Lives Matter groups out in Santa Monica, California. For some reason, you also see anonymous, so-called, coming out in support of the riots. I personally think these people are not the real anonymous, and if they are, they're pansies and absolute cringe, and I hope they just shut up. Because they're calling for riots, they're calling for revolt. This has the CIA written all over it. Okay, it's glowing. But you know what, my friends? That's pretty much the story. You have a bunch of people online declaring that they are Antifa. I think they should all be reported. But you know what, my friends? These leftists are insane. And if you need a better example of what modern leftism, modern liberalism, and modern woke social justice really stands for, look no further than these riots, than these beatings, than the fires, and maybe you can understand. Modern leftism has become nothing but cancer, but that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? What do you think about all these people declaring that they are Antifa? And what should be done? Be sure to let me know. Now, as always, if you like this content, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell button for notifications for more content. I recently figured out how to enable all comments on my videos, so that's great news. I'll release a tutorial tomorrow morning. Now, if you want to support the work I do, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. And if you want to donate, there's DonorBox and other methods. That's all down below in the description. And of course, please consider sharing this video online and with other people. Spread those red pills. Unfortunately, these are probably not the only things we're going to see. We're going to see more people declaring that they're part of Antifa. We're going to see more of Antifa's destruction in these riots. And things are going to get worse. But we'll see how it develops. And remember to tune in to Mr. Obvious for more of these updates. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.